Okay, let's kick things off. The world of Mobile Suit Gundam, it's getting a seriously bold new chapter. We're talking about Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX.
Yeah, and this isn't just, another sequel or side story. It feels like a really fresh angle on the classic Universal Century timeline.
Totally. And get this, it's a collaboration between Sunrise and Studio Kara.
Kara, that means Hideki Anno's involved. That
Yeah.
definitely makes you sit up and pay attention.
It really does. And right alongside this ambitious new show, we're seeing some major model kit announcements. That's what we're diving into today.
Exactly. Specifically, we're going to unpack the announcement of one particular kit, the high-grade 1144 White Gundam, a real icon entering this new GQuuuuuX universe.
Right. So our mission here is to figure out what this classic mobile suit, the White Gundam, means in this specific GQuuuuuX context.
And also, what makes the model kit itself special? Why should you, the listener, care about this release, whether you're a longtime fan or maybe just curious about GQuuuuuX?
Okay, so the kit itself, it's the RX-7802.
Yeah.
Instantly recognizable.
Oh, yeah. To anyone who knows Gundam, that's the original, the White Gundam, the hero machine.
But GQuuuuuX plays with expectations right from the start. There's a bit of a twist in its backstory.
A big twist. In this alternate timeline, we know an RX-7802 prototype was stolen by Char.
And he painted it red. Imagine that. The red comet in an actual red Gundam. Apparently, he used it to clinch victory for Zeon in the one-year war in this version of events.
Yeah, that one detail just completely shifts the foundation we thought we knew.
So this White Gundam kit we're talking about, it represents the RX-7802 design as it appears within the Earth Federation forces in the GQuuuuuX timeline.
Right. It clearly signals the Federation saw the value in the design. It's part of their whole Project RX initiative.
Alongside other classics like the gun cannon and gun tank, it keeps that familiar development structure, but it's placed within this new narrative.
It's like seeing a familiar landmark in a completely different city. Very interesting.
So let's talk about the plastic, the kit itself. What are we looking at here?
Okay, it's a high grade. HG, 1144 scale.
That's the standard, right? Most popular scale. Usually pretty straightforward builds, no glue needed.
Exactly. Good articulation generally, accessible for most builders. This one's slated for December 2025.
December 2025,
Sure.
Okay. And the price is set at 2,200 yen before tax.
And what's really promising, I think, is the word on the other GQuuuuuX HG kits that have been shown or released. People are saying the articulation is like a step up.
Oh, really? More dynamic posing.
Yeah, seems like they're putting some advanced engineering into this line, even at the HG level. So fingers crossed this White Gundam gets that same treatment.
Nice. And features. What comes in the box?
Well, you get the classic stuff. It incorporates the core block system.
The escape pod cockpit. That's a signature RX-78 feature.
Definitely. Weapon-wise, it's got the head Vulcans, naturally, dual beam sabers, the beam rifle, and the hyper bazooka.
The essentials. The classic loadout.
Pretty much. But here's where it gets interesting when you compare it to other kits in the GQuuuuuX line, specifically the HG Red Gundam.
Okay, what's the difference?
The Red Gundam kit, Char's stolen one from the backstory, it doesn't come with the beam rifle or the hyper bazooka.
Huh, really? So what does it come with instead?
It has these unique parts on its head labeled Alpha Psychomu, this White Gundam kit we're discussing. It has the rifle and bazooka, but lacks those Alpha Psychomu parts.
Alpha Psychomu. It usually means something related to new types or advanced control systems in Gundam lore.
Right. And this difference, it feels deliberate. It's not just Bandai being random.
So maybe it hints at different roles or modifications in the actual GQuuuuuX story, like different standard loadouts for different units.
Could be. Or just a way to make each kit distinct in the product line. Either way, it adds a layer of interest just through the accessories included or not included.
Makes you want both to compare. Maybe kit bash. Okay, so wrapping this up, the HG 1144 White Gundam, it's taken that legendary RX-7802 design and plugging it straight into this new, ambitious GQuuuuuX universe.
Yeah, it's clearly tied into the new lore, and it's part of what looks like a really significant ongoing line of model kits supporting the series. Bandai seems serious about GQuuuuuX.
So for you listening, whether you've built dozens of RX-78s or this is your first dip into Gundam because of GQuuuuuX, this kit looks like a really neat blend.
Absolutely. You get that iconic, nostalgic look, but built with modern, high-grade engineering and connected to a story that's still unfolding. It's familiar, but fresh.
The best of both worlds, kind of.
Yeah.
So here's a final thought to chew on. Given its classic weapon loadout and its planned release late next year, What kind of role do you think this specific White Gundam with these weapons might play in the actual GQuuuuuuX story as it develops? What's its purpose going to be on screen?
That's a good question. Something to think about while we wait for the show and the kit. Definitely keep an eye out for it in December 2025.